I'm going to take a walk in the maritime forest. Looks like people have camped here, right at the edge of the forest. Lots of charred wood, and of course trash. I'm going to have to come up here and clean this up. Because you know, you just leave trash and then more people come and it breeds more trash. So if you come here and you see no trash, hopefully you're not going to be, you know, inclined to throw more here. I'll take all this out with me. Well, that's interesting. Pirates, maybe? Well, I guess I'll pocket this cheap blade as my defensive weapon. Arr! Look at this. A bucket of shrimp shells. There's the scabbard for the knife. Well, that could be handy. Glasses. Man, maybe this is some kind of weird murder scene. The whodunit of Little Tybee Island. There's the knife's hilt, handle, whichever you want to call it. Interesting. Well, let's take a look at the forest. It is absolutely beautiful back here in this maritime forest. There's I think it's a red bay. I get my bays confused, but these are bay leaves. It's a bay tree, actually. And I believe you use the brown ones for seasoning. You crunch them up and you can smell that wonderful bay scent. If you've ever used Old Bay seasoning, you'll know what I'm talking about. And of course the huge clumps of Spanish moss just everywhere. But check this out. I just about walked into it. It's the web of a golden silk spider. Of course, you probably can't see it, but there it is nonetheless. And looking in the web, you can see the golden silk spider himself or herself. They're very large. I would say 3 inches across. And they have those wonderful hairs on the joints of their legs. Now, I wish you could see the color of the spider. It's just absolutely beautiful. That's the female. And the males are in the web. Or a male. You can see him there. He's very small. And he's shaking the web, as males do. Let me see if I can get a better view of him. And there he is. This camera won't focus, but he's very small. Probably an inch, not even an inch across. There's some kind of other small spider just below him. I really like this spider because it's eating one of those biting flies that are so pesky. They come flying out of nowhere like a little kamikaze and then grab a bite of your flesh and then fly away. Well, this spider is eating one and I'm very happy. And you can see the male there trying to get amorous, I believe. What an awesome creature. Whoa, look, he's trying to talk to her. Communication. Oh, uh-oh. Something's happening. Let me see. Hang on, let me check out this from the other angle. Now I don't know if he is asking her for a bite of the meal or if he wants to make some spider babies. Hard to tell, since I don't speak spider. Very interesting. Well, I got my boat across the mud flats and I'm about ready to set sail. Today's going to be interesting because according to the tide charts, there's not supposed to be a high tide. It's one of those weird days. Happens a couple of times a month where there's no high or no low tide. And the odd thing is, tide's not supposed to be coming in, but just a moment ago, there was a small island of mud right here in this little lagoon. And my boat was high and dry on the back half of the boat, but now she's floating. So I think either the tide is coming in a little bit, or possibly it's just the wind blowing the water in shore a little bit. I don't know. Anyway, let's go out and see what we can see. Well, there's my tent way over there. I don't know, maybe a quarter mile away. Took me about 25 minutes to get over here. Here, I don't know where here is, just another part of Little Tybee Island. Haven't looked at the chart. That's Tybee Island to the northeast, I guess. And you can see part of the ghost forest here, where there used to be maritime forest and it was overwashed by the ocean, and it's killed cedar trees and live oaks, and now they're just ghosts of what they once were. Hence the name Ghost Forest. I found a wonderful campsite. I probably won't move over here because it's just, I mean, it's a nice site, but it's a lot of work to pack everything up and move it over here for one night. But let's take a look at it. It's a beautiful campsite, sheltered from the wind, well, the sea breeze anyway. Right now I'm getting a good breeze from the sound, but there's already a fire scar, so you don't have to create one. Somebody's built this interesting bench. It looks like it might have been used for, well, I'm not really quite sure what. There's a notch on one end and wheelbarrow handles on the other, and several little notches going along opposite each other all the way along the length of the board. If anybody out there knows what this is, please let me know. I'd say it's about 8 feet long. Probably some nautical thing that, since I'm from the mountains, I would have no clue what this would be used for. But now someone has built a bench out of it and made good use of it. Pretty interesting. Well, now let's go see what's in the forest on this island. Oh, and by the way, we are the next hammock down from where I'm camping. Down being closer to the ocean.